Hello, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa, ni hao, sports fans all around the world. Welcome to Amiels Talk, a special segment on this or that sports TV where you and I can laugh, have discussions, and find solutions to pressing issues for us people, the game we love. Don't forget, like this video, leave a comment, and share this video to as many people as possible. Why you have to do that? People, if you know that, how on earth, if you don't do that, how on earth will this or that sports TV take off? Very important, people. But yes, people, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Trust that your family or family members are doing well. But I'm here again to give you another special video. I have a few things that I want to talk about, but I'll just kick it off with this one, the schoolboy football, and in particular our student athletes. Are we taking into consideration their mental health, their readiness to perform at the highest level? Are we putting too much pressure on our own student athletes? It's a question that I have to ask, because if you know, people, it is not easy being a student athlete at all. Not easy, people. Can you imagine having to get up at 5 a.m. to reach at school for maybe 7 or 8, whatever time school starts? A long time I don't go high school, so I don't know. I remember the time, but yeah, around that time. And then school is over approximately 2 p.m. And then after 2 p.m. now you have training, go straight to possibly 6. And then if you're very serious about your career, when you come back home from training, you're going to put in an extra work. Then you have homework to do. All of that physical and mentally draining, people. And then we have the media and the fans putting so much pressure on these people. Remember, you're 16, 17-year-olds, still children, you know? And I thought about it, and I'm saying to myself, for exclude the players with the, well, no, I'm not excluding, no, never mind, I'm not going to exclude anyone, but let's just say this. When you think about all the players, are we rushing them? That's my question to you people. Are we rushing them? Are we pushing them too soon? Are we putting them into the fire, the lion's den, a bit too soon, when maybe they're not prepared for it? That is my question to you people. Sometimes we have to be extremely truthful. Not everyone will become a professional football player. And I'm wondering how many of the coaches or staff members are coming one-on-one with the players and explaining to them that you have a talent, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can make it as a footballer. The percentage of persons who make it as a footballer number is very low. Footballer is very low, people. Persons who make it as a footballer, that percentage is very low, you know. And with this schoolboy competition, there are other avenues that you can take. Now, my thought, I thought about the Brighton player, the 24-year-old Japanese international. I believe his name is Mitoma, however it's pronounced. And I thought about it, and that gentleman, he looked within himself at a very young age, and he said, I'm not ready to take the next step. I'm not ready to go in the Japanese league just yet. Let me go to university, get a degree. I think it's something in sports science or something. And he went there and he got his degree. And if you ask that young man, using his scholarship or whatsoever, coming directly from high school going into university, if you ask that young man about his current success at Brighton, he would attribute it to his experience and him going to college and getting his degree. People, he did a thesis statement on dribbling, which Brighton is currently using in their own footballing institution, which is helping other players. You can look it up, people. So I'm looking at all of that and I'm saying, how many of our players have that mindset, or how many of our players are looking at the schoolboy level from this perspective? Taking the schoolboy football and saying to themselves, I can perform well, and by doing so, get a good education and get a scholarship to go overseas for any of the universities abroad, play football in university while getting a good education, so I have something to fall back on. If you get what I'm saying, people. Because think about it, people. You put your head, you go 110% into this football, and football is so unforgiving, people. Today you're glorified, and the next day them throw you away like a wet rag. That is the reality, people. So this is just a message to the young footballers out there who are taking their craft serious. There's something to consider. Something to consider. It's very important. There's nothing to frown upon when getting an education. Education is key. You don't necessarily have to go to university. I'm not saying that, because everybody learns at different pace everywhere. Everyone learns at different levels, different ways. And sometimes the traditional route of learning is not always best. Right? But there are other ways. You can go Heart, NSTA, or anyone and get a certificate or something, just to boost. Just to have that in your corner. Because if the football does not take off, then what happens then? The future looks bleak. But yes, people, I just want to send that message out there. So for players out there, try to use this opportunity that you have on the schoolboy footballing stage in Jamaica. Try and see if you can put in that hard work and then leverage your hard work to get opportunities abroad, getting a better education, which, as Matoma has shown you, that his education, or getting an education, can aid you in your own footballing development. Because being a footballer, you have to be intelligent. You cannot be stupid and play football. Impossible, people. You have to have some form of intelligence to play football. And I don't care what anybody says. That is the truth. If somebody can name one stupid footballer right now, I'll give you $10,000. You can't tell me one stupid footballer. You have to have some form of intelligence to play the sport, because a lot of tactics go into the game. A lot of instructions, things you have to interpret and get spot on. Because if you don't, that one error can cause or lead your team losing the game. These are things important, people. Developing the minds of our young people. So once again, hoping that any of the young ballers out there watching, it's always good to have your education. Try and see if you can leverage your talent and get an opportunity to go to a university abroad and get an education, whether it be in sports science like Matoma, or any other schooling disciplines, IT, or get a certification in electronics, something, just to have it, so you have a plan B, right? Yeah, I really hope you take that in. And the final thing that I want to talk about, people, me tired. People, how much time I have to talk about this? It's 2023. JFF, come on, man. It's 2023. 2023. People, I watched the press conference, and it was impressive. Impressive. I was impressed by Marion Garden's honesty and response. responses to the various questions he was asked. But while listening to the interview, I just start get uncomfortable because I'm starting to say to myself, why why this not go live from a JFF YouTube channel? And secondly, why am I watching Jamaica's under 17 coach press conference on somebody else's channel? And why why is the quality so bad? Why is the audio and the visuals so bad? People, JFF, we need to up the quality. I've said this multiple times. If you don't have the resources, and I don't believe you don't have the resources. I know you have the resources. You can buy a camera, you can buy a laptop, you can buy a microphone. I know that. I am sure you can do that. Now, I am sure with 1,000 US, you must have one JFF, you must have 1,000 US. You must have 1,000 US. I am sure with that amount of money, you can get a microphone, a condenser microphone. You can get a decent camera, or if you want, you buy a camera phone, which can output a similar quality to a professional camera. Get a laptop, an interface, and right then and there, you can get a professional looking press conference. You get the coach and put him in an environment where there's a decent backdrop, or if you want to put a green screen behind him and make the setting look respectable. HDR 4K quality. People, it's 2023, as I've said before. This is unacceptable. So JFF, I am pleading to you, begging you, asking you, please, the next press conference that you do, ensure that whichever, whether it be the under 17, under 20, the head coach of the senior team, the women's team, ensure that whatever information you are pushing out there to the supporters of Jamaican football, ensure that it is at a decent quality or high quality. Don't make me say no pump push business again, JFF. Don't make me see it again. Come on. Jamaican Football Federation, and you don't have a YouTube channel. You tell it, you don't have the resources to get a camera, a microphone, an interface, a laptop. And once again, oh my God, people. You stress me out, so man. JFF, stop stress me out, no man. And then, people, I needed to really think about these people. You're looking at it. I mean, come on, we have to do better. We need to do better. And if you're saying that in terms of the manpower now, come on. As I said before, it's 2023. You have intelligent young people out there willing and waiting to work. And to help you innovate the media outlets out there for AJFF, whether it be social media, your YouTube channel, broadcasting, streaming, whatever. They're out there waiting. High school and tertiary education, UE, UTech, whichever high schools out there, don't matter. You need to build a relationship with the schools in Jamaica. You hear about the word brain drain? You hear about brain drain before, ain't it? I know you hear about brain drain before. All our young, intelligent, innovative minds are going abroad and developing already developed countries. We have them in our backyard and we're not using them. Rubbish, we have to be using them, JFF. So these are little things that I'm putting out there. You have to start building some relationships with these tertiary and secondary institutions. Very important. because they're out there willing and waiting. I've said it before about even the website. You are about to launch the jerseys, or you want to sell some jerseys. But JFF our website, as I said before, the UTech students, UE students, all the other tertiary institutions out there who do IT, they're able and willing to do it. They have the intelligence and the know-how to get it done, and done at a high level. But if you don't reach out, where you gonna get help? Right? So this is a message to the JFF. Please don't make it happen again. There's no way you can be doing a press conference for our under 17 coach or a senior head coach or whichever coach, the women's head coach. There is no way on God's green earth I must be watching a press conference in such a low quality and watching a press conference for Jamaican football on another person's platform. Impossible. What for the better? JFF is not taking nothing for make a YouTube channel. I'm sure 1,000 US get you a laptop, a proper camera, a camera phone, a microphone, an interface, and you can get the job done. You have students out there willing and waiting to work. You can use it as internship or whatever I do. Come on, just use your mind. JFF, get creative. When you lack resources, that's the time when you have to put your mind to use, put your brain to use, and get creative. Please. I beg. And JFF, don't tell me say enough. Don't tell me say enough 1,000 US. Do not tell me that. I don't want to hear it. You must. If nobody on this planet now have it, you must have it. Hear me? Make sure you have it. You must be able to have that, at least that, just to get the microphone, the camera, or whatever, the laptop, and stream. You can even use, I see you using Zoom. Yeah? That was the platform used to conduct the press conference, right? You know that you can stream from Zoom, right? And it can be done at a high level. So these are little things. As I said before, use the young people around you. I don't know who the press officer is or whatever, but you have to do a better job, or that person needs to get help from somebody younger. It's that simple. Come on. It's that simple. And this is not an attack. We just keep it real. Because over this channel we keep it real. You understand? So just calm down and take these things into consideration. Alright? Yeah, and the last thing that I want to talk about, our senior head coach, Coach Halgrimson, he's doing a 2-day. Well, it's probably done now. Yeah, it's done now. The 2-day on-field work, the camp with the local players. 2-day camp with the local players. I am very pleased with this. The players incrementally will get better, without a doubt. They will be exposed to professionalism. They're going to be shown how players operate at the highest level, the type of drills they have to do, how sharp their mind needs to be to get to that next level, what is required of them in order to make it to the national team, the type of hard work and intelligence they need so they can follow the tactics and get coaches instructions on point on the pitch. These little things. And I'm happy. This is a message to the JPL players out there and the Manning Cup players transitioning into the JPL. You have an opportunity. You see the likes of Douglas from the Da Costa Cup and Dejan Richards out there. They were called up to that 2-day camp. You can be called up as well. But just put in the hard work. Take this opportunity serious. The coach is watching the JPL on his TV. and go into the matches live. And guess what? He'll be seeing you, right? And when you're called up to that camp, make sure you give it 100%. Every chance you get on a pitch, give it your 100%. And when that opportunity arises, guess what? Your work won't go unnoticed. Because you have other countries abroad who are scouting for talents as well. Whether it be Indonesia, whether it be Slovakia, whether it be Belgium, whether it be America for the USL and MLS, whether it be Slovenia, all of these European countries, right? You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity. So what you have to do? Grab it with both hands. Grab that opportunity with both hands, right? And yes, people, I'm very pleased, and the longer this continues, the better. And I'm hoping that the players that were called up to this camp, their mindset changes and the way they approach the game changes as well, and hopefully they get better, and by doing so our Jamaican football will improve as well. People, as I said that, I would love it if after 2 years of this going on or so, we can get at least one team in the JPL that goes to the CONCACAF Champions League and puts out an impressive performance and ever win it. Somebody in the comment section, let me know which JPL team has ever won the CONCACAF Champions League. I don't know. But I'm hoping that one day the JPL can make some history. Come on. So as I said, take this opportunity with both hands, and hopefully we're going to reap the fruits of this, right? So once again, people, thank you for listening to my few thoughts. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, before you leave this video, I need you to like it. Leave a comment. Make me know if I'm madness me attack. Make me know if I'm the right things me attack. And share this video to as many people as possible. Why? Because if you don't do that, how this or that sports TV gotta take off. Very important. Share it to as many people as possible. Once again, thank you. You have been pushing our content out there, and we really appreciate it. Without you, this would not be possible. And I want to show my gratitude to all of you out there. Thanks again. And yes, people, I really hope you and yours having a wonderful day. Take care, and bye for now.